Let's get it poppin'.
Hey, yo.
Don't even get me started.
What is wrong with people?
I can't even find the right color marker.
People are crappy. People don't even know what to do.
There's only drama when feelings are involved.
Oh!
I am not getting knocked up. What do you mean? How much more you got left? Please sit down and buckle your seatbelt.
See, this is what we got in store for you this season.
Let's get it hype.
Hey guys, it's Bronte.
That was so loud. What's poppin'? It's Bekah.
It is time for this entry.
Yes.
I loved waking up.
I think because of the stripper one, that's when people started to write this in.
You know what? I had a brain fart. That's probably why. Guys, we are not a sex podcast, but we love answering.
We want to be.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
We did say anything though. We said
we
write
did.
in anything.
We did. All right.
So, shall I read it?
Yep.
All right. Okay, here we go. This is from Mally May 41. Hey ladies, love your podcast. My boyfriend and I got in an argument because he wants to try new sexual things. I'm not sure how to respond to him. Have you guys experienced anything like this? What should I do? Mally May.
All right, Mally May, you have came to the right place. The right podcast.
So are you scared or do you not want to?
Yeah, or have you just like never done things so you might be, scared or
Probably like a mixture of both.
yeah.
I'm guessing when I'm reading this, he wants to either spice it up or add on.
Yeah.
Or add more people into the pot. Like, it could be a multitude of things.
Yeah. He's trying to get that pot boiling.
So, I don't know. I think you just got to ask yourself, like, is it scared? Or you're just unsure? Or are you too afraid to? Like, yeah. It's hard. It's a difficult one because it only means, like, if you are, like, what am I trying to get at? It won't be the same unless you're on board with it. Yeah. Well,
my suggestion is know your limits, Know your soft limits, know your hard limits. You'll be able to know, okay, so if I did this and I'm comfortable, then make that a soft limit. If this is something I've never done, or if I have done it, then I am kind of afraid, or I need to do it with somebody I trust, make it a hard limit.
Yeah.
And, it sounds stupid, but explain to your guy, these are your soft and hard limits.
Have a safe word.
We sound like 50 Shades of Grey.
I know,
all right. And, safe word is very important.
Mm-hmm.
And also, just communicating and making sure that, if something unexpected goes wrong, it's not a problem. You just keep going.
And like what you said, exactly what you said. Communication is key. He needs to understand it. He needs to know he cannot push your limits to the point where you are so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't work like that. And if you guys are understanding of each other, that shouldn't be a problem. And then once you got more, it's all about comfort. Like, once you get comfortable with that person, you could probably go and experience more things. Yeah. I think it's just stepping out of that box and trying it, but trusting, too. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that is where people feel a little scared. Yeah. Because they either maybe are afraid to speak up, even if they have been dating their partner for a while. But all you have to say is, like, look, like, I've never done that before, but these are how I feel about it. Can we take it slow? Like,
or, if he wants to try, 1, 2, 3, if he's trying to get to 3, maybe there's something else that you guys can try before you try that, if that makes sense.
So, like,
Yeah, like, so if you're trying to, like, I don't know, if you want to do, I don't know.
It's like making out.
I don't want to give an example. Yeah,
it's like making out before you use tongue.
Yeah. Like, start in steps. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's how you develop trust. And it's actually very beautiful when you do that in a sexual relationship. From experience. But,
yeah.
No, I would love a sex podcast. But,
maybe after when we graduate.
Okay. But those are my suggestions. Just take it slow. And, like I said, communicate to him, because he might just think that you don't want to do it, and maybe, you know, you do want to do it because you're afraid, or, you know, you heard your friend do that and then something happened to her.
Yeah.
So just be, communicate. And
for me, it's all about trust. It takes immense trust because, I mean, I don't trust a lot of people. And especially when it comes to doing whatever you do in the bedroom, that's very intimate.
Well, especially if you be trying all those new,
moves and acrobatics
and toys and, stuff like that.
Auditioning for Cirque du Soleil, like that is a lot.
Yeah.
But you need to be on the same page, because like if you aren't and something goes wrong and you feel like you did something wrong, it's going to prevent you from wanting to try new things. So always like being very sensitive and encouraging with each other too is very, very big. I don't think you're in the wrong for, voicing your worries or your concerns or, whatever it is. Just hear him out. But also he needs to hear you out too. It's not just a one-way street.
Yeah.
Just be like, if you're willing, be like, start slow with something. Like, if you're willing, if you don't like it, maybe figure out something else, or how can you make it more comfortable?
Yeah.
And
I think another important thing that people should do after, experience something new or whatever is reflect. I feel like people just do new things in bed and then they just go on about their day. Like, I think maybe, give it a day, but then also come back to your partner and be like, so what did you like? What did you not like? Were you comfortable? And I think that's a lot of reason why people are not sexually happily is because they can't communicate, or they're too sensitive. Like, if you're like, oh, well, I don't like that position, but the guy doesn't want to say that because the girl's too sensitive, or it could go either way. If there's no happy communication, then they're going to keep doing something they don't like, and then it's just going to become a mess. You have to be open to criticism.
Yeah, I agree. And you also have to not be afraid to express something that you like that may not even be his favorite.
Yeah,
but
like
you gotta
fantasy,
you gotta like meet in the middle. Like, girl, you need your pleasure points hit too.
Yes,
but don't. You
can always tell if a guy's spoiled.
Yeah,
if they just expect you to
lay down and take it.
That's it. Well, no. So and he might be wanting you to try new things because, I mean, there's many reasons, because guys are they just like to try new things, or because I don't know where I'm trying to go at here.
I kind of get you. I get you.
Like he's trying to get you to be more open, or maybe he feels like he's not pleasuring you, so he has to try new things. You never know. So you need to communicate why you don't want to try, and he needs to communicate why he wants to do new things.
And you need to communicate what feels good and what doesn't.
Yeah, don't be faking that.
Yeah, don't be faking it.
You can always tell when somebody's faking.
Yeah, it takes too much work. It really does. Like, you're like, oh, and then you feel bad afterwards,
Yeah.
Like, because it probably can be, like, something, like, they can fix.
Yeah.
Like, a new angle or something.
A new angle, or, like, pillow. If you don't like your hips grabbed and he's grabbing your hip. You know what I mean? Like, but that, again, it just all goes back to communication and knowing your limits.
And when you're comfortable, it's more pleasurable.
Yeah.
Comfort is pleasure. Like,
it is.
There's, like, nothing more awesome to hear than, like, you hear from a couple and they're like, oh my god, my sex life is so great, and you're like, wow. And you're like, wow. And I'm like, wow, what's the secret? And she's like, communication. Like, we say what we like, what we don't like, we meet in the middle. Like, she said something about trade-off days. I'm like, what the heck is that?
Okay.
She's like, some days, like, I want it more than he does, and it's like, come on, like, let's go. And he could be, like, in the middle of, like, playing, like, a video game or something, and she's like, let's go. And then it's, like, vice versa for them.
Yeah.
So he, like, it's, like, trading in or something like that. I'm like, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Like.
But I think it takes the right partner, too.
Yeah, it does. It really does. And I think it can save relationships.
It can.
It really can save relationships.
Or it can tear up relationships, because sex is a very big part of things.
Because there's nothing like someone saying, like, hey, babe, like, I know we tried this thing, like, it was good in the beginning, but I don't know, maybe it got, like, way too much for me in the middle or the end of it, like, could we maybe go slower, try something different? And a person should understand that, like, yeah, absolutely, like, especially if it's your first time.
Yeah.
In a with a new position or toy.
And I think the more you open up to somebody sexual, the more emotions come. So I think girls and guys sometimes are afraid of that too.
Yeah, it's very. Yeah, I know.
Very
I'm afraid.
vulnerable.
I'm afraid sometimes.
Yeah,
because like in my last relationships, like I've always been like judged about like how I think, so I'm very reserved. So it's hard to like crack through me. But when we've like reached like the bedroom and everything, like that's trust right there already.
So if your trust is broken, and I feel like my trust was broken in my last relationships too, but we were very open in the bedroom. Like it was like top of the top, you know what I mean? But there was trust in the bedroom, but there wasn't trust. And then I think that's, if you don't, like, that's when I wanted to stop trying things with my exes because I didn't trust you no more. And it, like you said, like, it just falls apart. Yeah. So everything falls apart.
It really does. It really does.
So for, what is it, Mallory or something?
Mally May.
Mally May. So, if you don't trust them outside the relationship, maybe that's your reason of not wanting to do things too. But I would do some self-reflecting and wish you guys the best.
Let us know how it goes. We want to hear it. Yeah.
I want to hear it. Yeah.
Write in, please.
Sex is my favorite topic.
Hey, I'm telling you, Bekah and Bronte will take on the sex podcast route. That is on our dreams list. Because I want to learn more things.
Yeah, always do your research.
Yes, do your research.
It's so funny we talk about this, is I do research on, like...
Toys?
Well, toys and also, like, guys, this is crazy, but I remember a couple years ago, I always do research when I'm in relationships, even if I'm not, but I'm just saying, of like what guys like and the non-sexual things or what they like. This makes no sense, but like, it's not always sexual for a guy. Like, you don't have to just like, suck his dick or whatever he wants sexual. It could be sometimes they just giving him a massage before you have sex or after, or like
stroking their forehead. Yeah.
And this is so weird. I actually read this in an article. They love the feeling behind their knees for guys. It's so weird.
What?
I'm not going to say I tried it or not because that's kind of weird. No, actually I did try it. It's very weird, but it's like a specific pressure point behind the knees for guys. Not saying that's...
Wow.
Yeah. And it actually did work, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh! They think it's weird at first, but then they're like, whoa, what are you doing? And it feels, yeah.
Okay, learning
But it's kind of like just like a massage,
Oh, I'll keep that in mind.
So, when you say new things, don't, and whether it's new things sexual or not sexual, try both.
And, yeah, and I'm just going to put that in there because we are nursing students and safety comes first. With the apparatuses that you could also get, can you read the manual? Because if you're hanging from ceilings, you don't want to. And if you're in different positions, you don't want to.
You don't want that thing to break.
Yeah, just do your research a little bit. Once you know you're safe, like, that'll be more fun.
Safety first, guys.
You could land wrong. Like, I'm just saying. Break something.
Oh, my. Or you get twisted, or...
God.
We don't want to see you in the ER when I'm working there.
We've already seen things. The toothbrush.
Oh, my.
No, we won't go in. Yeah. Safety first, guys.
Safety first, but we wish you the best, and we hope you try new things. And
let us know what you try. No.
Yeah. Yes.
I just want to know, like,
I wish I could just put details of what I've tried, but I feel like that's too much. But maybe in another, episode.
Maybe. We'll do a rated R version.
But definitely, stroke behind the knee.
Stroke behind the knee, guys. If any takeaway, safety, stroke behind the knee, the 2 S's. Put that on a shirt. So
do the 2 S's. All right? Do the 2 S's, you'll get an A, and your boyfriend will love you.
Yes! Thank us later.
Bronte's gonna go try that.
I'm out, guys. Peace. I gotta go try the 2 S's.
All right, I'm popping off.
Bye, guys.